Today we're taking a look at the Poetic Spartan Case for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Thanks to Poetic for sending this one over for us to take a look at. The Spartan cases from Poetic are known for being rugged and tough-looking cases with utility in mind. This version of the Poetic Spartan case for the Galaxy S25 Ultra is an overall solid case offering in my opinion. This case is built around the dual interlocking layer frame design that has gained a lot of popularity over the last couple of years. We're getting two front frame options, one open frame if you prefer not to have a screen protector or you simply want to supply your own, and we have a frame that has a built-in screen protector. I really like the built-in screen protector frame option. It's a decent thickness, the fingerprint unlock accuracy is relatively good, and it's a perfect fit. Either way though, I think it's awesome that Poetic includes both options and you can decide which one you'd prefer. No matter which frame option you end up going with though, you're still going to be getting some solid screen protection from the bezel that the case creates on the front side of the phone. This bezel extends up past the height of the glass all around the case or the front side of the phone, and it becomes very helpful in flat surface drop scenarios. If you drop your S25 Ultra on a hard tile floor, a concrete sidewalk, or an asphalt street, you definitely don't want the glass on your S25 Ultra coming into direct contact with any of those surfaces. It's basically game over. The bezel on the front side of the case ensures that no matter which angle the phone is actually dropped on, or in reality makes that impact, the bezel will always be the initial point of contact and not the glass. This way the brunt of those impact forces can be absorbed and redistributed better throughout the case frame and the TPU bumper. That's the rubber or plastic-like material that kind of wraps all around the case. This is a super important feature, and it's definitely going to help save your screen when your phone inevitably goes tumbling out of your hands. Continuing on with the protection features for this case, the main rear case body is very strong. There wasn't much flex without the frame installed, and basically none with the frame installed. The TPU material that I was talking about before is formed tightly, and it's firm, but it still has that nice bouncy quality, which I really like to see in smartphone cases. I don't like it when the cases essentially just go thud when the phone is dropped. I also noticed that this case has reinforced corners, which I really like as well. There's a bit of extra TPU material here, which is going to come in handy when your phone inevitably falls down some stairs or just goes tumbling top over bottom somewhere. You're going to want to make sure that those corners are protected. It's also worth pointing out that this case features some grippy traction areas on both sides of the case, going all up and down each side. In addition to those grippy sections, there's actually 3 areas on the main rear case body that the case has some really nice texturing, which is going to help increase your overall grip on the phone when it's installed in this case. In my opinion, the better your grip on the phone, the less likely you are to drop your phone in the first place. This is something that I think definitely gets overlooked, so I really wanted to make sure to highlight that. In looking at the camera protection strategy that we have, there's a camera cutout section, and of course your cameras are protected by this locking camera door. I've noticed that people really like these camera doors, and it's not hard to understand why. The camera door has a decent thickness, and it can actually lock in the closed or open position. Of course, if you drop your phone with the camera door closed, it's definitely going to protect those cameras and their lenses very well. Even if you do happen to drop the phone with the camera door open though, the case is still creating somewhat of a bezel on that camera side of the phone. So if it were to fall on a flat surface, like a street for example, those lenses aren't going to touch that hard surface. Very nice to see. In addition to that, when you keep the camera door closed, you're also preventing dust and grime from building up on those camera lenses, and you won't accidentally smudge them. It's definitely a nice feature, and I like to see that it's included on the Spartan case. Unfortunately, we aren't getting any MagSafe accessory support since there is no built-in magnet for this case. It might be possible to add that later on with one of those sticker magnets on the inside, if that's something you're interested in, but you'd have to get a relatively thin and a relatively strong one in order to make it count. The Spartan case does feature a kickstand though, and I think these are very useful for watching videos at your desk or if you're cooking dinner in the kitchen. Moving on to the charging, the wireless charging in my lay flat G charger worked really well, both in the vertical and horizontal positions. I see that the USB-C port is protected by a USB-C flap cover. I really like this feature. It's going to help keep out dust, debris, and even moisture over the lifetime of your phone, which is definitely going to help extend the usable life of that USB-C port. As for the USB-C port cutout size, I thought it was good. I was able to fit my larger USB-C cable in there and didn't have any issues. In terms of the S Pen cutout, I thought that was also sufficient. I didn't have any issues removing the S Pen or reinserting it when I was testing it in this case. In my opinion, I'd say the Poetic Spartan case is really just an awesome case if you're looking for some solid S25 Ultra protection. We've got tons of TPU material here that's going to shield the phone pretty much at every single angle, no matter how you drop it. And we have that locking camera door, as well as the USB-C flap cover. And of course, we have those front frame options, with one of them having a built-in screen protector. In my opinion, this case is definitely going to be an absolute hit for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, especially since it's coming in at just under $30. This case is really bringing the value per dollar here versus a lot of the higher priced cases, and I wouldn't have any issues recommending this over most of them. If you want to learn more about this case or purchase one for your Galaxy S25 Ultra, I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below, so definitely head down there and check that out. If you got any value out of this video, I'd appreciate it if you could smash that like button, as that tells YouTube to share this one with other S25 Ultra owners who are researching protective cases without spending a fortune. Of course, smartphones and mobile tech stuff is what I do around here. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, get subscribed to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, stay charged up.